You are now listening to Artists at Work.
Artists at Work.
Artists at Work. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Artists at Work podcast. I'm your host, NotYaManz.
Isaias.
And we are here with NotYaManz. So go ahead and introduce yourselves. What is NotYaManz and who is NotYaManz?
I guess I'll be the one to give the definition, the description. I am El Presidente. I'm John D. Contradiction, and NotYaManz is essentially my shot at the mainstream and the bullshit review platforms that we have, like the pitchforks and all that stuff. But it's also just a collective of reviews by artists for artists, and that's it in a nutshell. But that's where I'm at with that. That's my end. Let the peoples introduce themselves.
Yes, I go by Reckless DWR, and I'm also an interviewer of the podcast, as well as also a reviewer as well. So I read music, and if you need an interview, let me know. I got you.
And you already know who it is. Angel, a.k.a. the Four Pillars Boss, a.k.a. Penn Carson, a.k.a. Swaggy Davis Jr. You know what I mean? I am the battle rap correspondent for NotYaManz, the bars critique person. That's pretty much it. Harlem, baby.
Okay.
A.k.a. Diamond Dallas Chains.
Damn, I gotta work on my AKAs. I ain't got none.
Okay, so real quick for the members who are not here, who else is a part of the team?
So part of the collective, we've had a lot have came, a lot have gone. But currently right now, actively, we got Prince Perez, who is a Staten Island affiliate, but he lives where he lives now. I'm saying bumblefuck. We got Trey, who is our Atlanta Connect. And we got Trip, who is our Dirty Jersey Connect. And that's the team currently. We've had from Wu-Tang affiliates like, Dice D1C3. We've had like Squeegee O in there for people who fuck with other Staten Island cats. We've had Kairu, who is our Florida man, and he's out here doing his runs. Shout out to all of them, from Frank Bosa to our homie up in Alaska, who was high key the worst reviewer we ever had, but he knows it, so it's not like a shot. We told him, but that's pretty much how it was. I mean, we've branched all over, and we've been making runs for years, regardless of how many times our page has been taken down. We've connected in the sense of like our goal is being for artists by artists. So I recruit artists. You know what I'm saying? That's the main grip of it. The only person that wasn't an artist part of it, who I still, is one of the starters, is Walco.
Shout out to Walco.
Shout out to Walco. He is the honorary dad, but he fit as a perfect fit for a reviewer because he liked like hood shit, like he liked Dipset, Griselda, and all that other shit. So,
and he's an everyman, really. He gets that perspective from the team.
Facts.
So we need that.
Facts. He's like one of those people. He's just like, yo, fuck it, I love bars. Let me be a part of it. And I'm like, yo, I ain't mad at it. Shout out to Mark. Shout out to Mark. More Mustella Wick, one of my producers, who was one of the originators, who was with it with me. He was probably our heaviestly hated critic because of how he would shit on people. He would give like a one-word review. Yeah, the red stamp like GOAT. Then we had the DJ Philly C, one of the originators, who is dope. He's part of the Hip Hop Orchestra. Check them out. And one of my good homies, WLP, part of 3H, the Hip Hop Heads from Long Island. Those are the originators that we started it off with, who brought my idea to life. So shout out to them.
So it seems you got like a really big network going with artists that you really like to bring on and work with, right?
Yeah,
he's well connected.
Either good taste in music, or they can offer something.
So it's a mix of both. So like I've just to give a little insight to like the birth of this, I've always been that person when I listen to mad fucking music. You know what I'm saying? I've always been like that. Whenever new music comes out, even since I was young, I'm buying CDs. So the streaming era for me was big because I was like, yo, I don't need to go looking for it. The new music is listed right here, the category in my iTunes. So I've always been like, yo, this shit's trash, this shit's whack, or this shit's fire. And I would always harass people with it. So I was like, man, I might as well make something productive out of it, since it's something that I'm doing on my own time. So I put together NotYaManz, and I thought of it. And when I put it all together, I pitched it to a couple people. A lot of fucking people, and people weren't with it. Some people believed in it, some people didn't. Some people just wanted to be part of it for clout and whatever. But people will tell you, the originators will tell you, I sent them like a fucking 5-year plan. Like I sent them like a business writing, like a phases. Phase one was get the reviews out, get the attention of these certain names. And we did that. Phase 2 was getting the audio for the podcast. Phase 3 was getting the visual for the podcast. Phase 4 was the website. And like all these things you see, you know, they exist now, but it was my guideline. And we stirred up some shit, but as I was losing the originators and the cats who was with me for the fucking lore of it, because podcast when we started was kind of blowing up. People leave, people give up.
How many years ago was that? Like, and since you were like,
Shit, I don't remember the exact year, but it had to be probably 5-6 years ago.
Okay.
Maybe.
Sure.
But that was part of the process when I realized people were dropping off, and these were like hip hop heads that I just regularly talked hip hop with, like WLP, DJ Philly C, who did like most of the cuts on my projects. But once they started to kind of back off, I was like, I need people whose word I could trust. Mm-hmm. And a lot of it came from people I found via just reviewing them, like people who submitted reviews. I'm like, this dude's dope, so maybe he'll have a good take on music because his quality is a certain level. So I was reaching out to people, and some of them would come from me directly reaching out, and some would come from me posting like an SOS in the Facebook and the Instagram story, because a lot of people was following the movement. And that's how the recruiting happened, you know. So, and then it would be like someone would bring someone on. Like I brought on Mark, he brought on Walco, and Walco lasted longer than Mark. You know, I bring on him, he bring you on, you know what I'm saying? Like people are recommended. So it was kind of like building something where it was like, we all part of a community, bro. It's just a matter of who actually wants to work together and who don't, you know?
Yeah. Facts. So I'm curious too. I think you said it quickly, but what are your guys' roles so far since you guys are here? What are your roles in NotYaManz?
For me, my role is to be the interviewer of the group. We have the Who's Man series, which me and John host. So we choose certain artists that we believe have certain like dope quality that we want to expose to the world and help like promote, as well as, you know, we've reviewed them before, which is what we do. We review certain artists, and when we review them, we try to interview them. We don't really review anybody who like hasn't gotten a review from us at all. So we try to review them first, and then from there, we hit up an interview for them. So that's my role. I interview people. And then also I've gotten the privilege to also review certain albums. So it gives me the chance to be honest with folks about what I think of certain projects and see what I think of it. You know what I mean?
That's a perfect role too, because for the longest time when I started, I would send him my music to review it for me to give me feedback.
Yeah. Luckily for her, she's been dope. If not, you know what I'm saying? I mean, there's certain times where I've said stuff that, you know, I'm not that I've lied, but for the most part, she's been dope. So she knows what to do. Yeah.
And that's the thing too. Like when I reached out to him with like the proposal for it, it was because of like, for one, he was established like quietly as our like Bay Area connect. You know, he was sending me shit like I ain't never heard
every
of
fucking
before.
week.
And I'm like, bro, do these dudes know you putting on your whole fucking neighborhood? Like
they
you know
know,
what I'm
but
saying?
they just like appreciate it. They're not really like,
and
you know.
to me, but it's like, you know, to me, seeing that like underground work, like, because that's why I started the page, was to bring that energy, like to promote the people who just ain't getting that promote, who don't know the game fully and other shit like that. Because I mainly did it to put Long Island on. And motherfuckers from Long Island hate me now because of it, you know what I'm saying?
They don't like the honesty.
Yeah, they butthurt about it. But I'm like, yo, I was doing this shit to give y'all exposure, good or bad, unfortunately. But because it's like, I'm like, yo, I want to put y'all on, but I can't review y'all shit. So if my dude hates it, I'm sorry. It's not my fault. But this is, you know, this is the opportunity. And this was even before I was charging motherfuckers. But seeing him do all that stuff, and I saw he was doing, you know, the car interviews and shit like that. And I was like, yo, COVID whooped everybody's ass. And I'm like, motherfuckers ain't trying to be in the car with
that
you.
So kill my fucking shit.
Yeah. So I was like, yo, Rec, I got this, you know, I put together this whole fucking template for like doing the live streams and the live interviews, and I do the editing and all that. And I'm like, yo, let's cross promote. Like you follow the page, you show mad love. Let's work together. So it was like an instant thing. Hitting him up was a great fucking decision. And even though we slowed down the interviews halfway through the year, we got a bunch. We was pumping out one a week, like,
We were.
you know, and it was mad people that like, you wouldn't even know. People just, you know, fans want to know what the fuck's going on. They nosy, bro. Like, that's the point. And they want to know what's going on. And it's just like, it follows more towards the setting and environment that I wanted to create with NotYaManz, for artists by artists, so people can get that inside scoop that not every artist is this untouchable god who's out here fucking spending millions on bullshit and starting drama and getting with all the ladies. Nah, like, we people, bro. There's more than just that. There's more than what you're paying your publicist to see. So when we got those interviews and shit like that, it was dope. And I loved seeing it with him because it was like we was doing that for a hot minute before, and I learned a bunch of shit. That artists, I'm like, yo, you guys can take notes. Like Rome Streets is one of the biggest new artists right now. Fire. And we had an interview with him, and he was humble as fuck, and he dropped mad game that interview. And people had no idea.
Make sure you check that out.
Check out the interview with him.
Yeah.
R.A. the Rugged Man. This motherfucker was co-signed by Biggie, bro. And he got blackballed by the industry because he wasn't doing shit like that. And we learned mad game tips from him during that interview. And he even had to learn the podcast game to blow up, even though he's been around since the fucking 90s.
Wow.
And he's co-signed by Biggie. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
that's
Like, what more do you
Yeah.
need, really? You know?
Yeah, that's huge. And then we had like fucking Intel. We had Intel, who's You God from Wu-Tang's son, before the TV show, before the documentaries, before learning that he got shot. And he even told people he got shot when he was an infant. And he dropped mad game about the business. So it's like, yo, if you're an upcoming artist, bro, you're getting free game right now. You don't have to make these mistakes. And we was interviewing cats that were in that mold of like, yo, we're about to blow up, or we're working on blowing up. Like Taco from Chicago, this motherfucker, we interviewed him, and he was just like, you know, dude from Chicago had big dreams. The last time we interviewed him twice, he sold out his city. That's crazy big, you know? But you get to hear how he did that. It wasn't no bullshit where it's just like, oh, I came from. No, he talked game about the industry and the shit he had to do and the strings he had to pull while having two, you know, big booty girls in the back of his video type shit. But it was like, you learn that shit. And that's like, as an artist, you only learn from your peers, bro. You're not gonna learn from these clowns you in the comments, these, you know, big names that already made it. You're not gonna learn just from watching what they're giving you, because they're giving you the image.
Yeah, and even in those interviews, they're not going to talk about the
they're
taboo
coached
stuff.
to how to interview.
Yeah.
You know, they have their you know, they're taught how to interview people. You know, like, oh, he asked you this, kind of shit. So it's always how it's gonna be.
And what's Angel's role in NotYaManz?
Yeah, since you came on.
So I should be reviewing more. I just don't have time. Life is crazy. But my main role and the main reason why I got on is as a battle rap correspondent.
Okay.
I love being an artist. Don't get me wrong. But almost every verse I've ever done with you, almost every verse y'all hear me do, I'm not an artist. I'm just a rapper.
Yeah.
I'm the difference between a rapper and the dude who rap. Like, I don't care about the music you are making. That is not my job. I don't want to review your project because I don't care about the music. I want to review your bars. I don't care what you're talking about. I care how you say it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my only goal. That's my only job here. Every week wrap up we did, all I did was sit there and critique the bars. I don't care about the fucking song. I will glance through your song real quick, just trying to catch these haymakers. Like I said, as a battle rap correspondent, we had a great plan to do a battle rap review every week, but then we slowed down a little bit because we're reformatting things. But
And life hits us.
when they come back, it's coming back.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got some things working, but I'm just here for the bars.
Okay.
As being a New York nigga in the Bay Area, I get to be exposed to both because I'm always gonna listen to my New York niggas. But now I'm out here in the thick of it with y'all, so I get to hear the best that both sides have. And unless you actually are an active battle rapper in the Bay Area, you don't know much about the battle rap culture.
Yeah.
Which is wild to me because fucking Grind Time had one of the greatest battles of all
runs.
time with Conceited at Mosswood Park in Oakland. Like, y'all have the culture. It's just nobody
Conceited
is
and
cultivating.
like a Bay Area legend.
Perfect. Even though he's from up top, but
he's still like out here. He's known.
A Bay Area dude. Same with Frack. Same with Pass.
Same with Pass. Yep.
It's a big culture out here that's not getting to shine. And John is smart enough and has the wherewithal to, yo, you out there, you fuck with the battle rap culture heavy. I don't have a choice. My brother's a battle rapper. I have no choice but to be engrossed in this.
Yeah.
But yeah, like even like with that too, like that's still, it ties into it. And like that's what people don't understand. They think it's just like a review page, and it's like, yo, no, like this is very rooted in like hip hop, like the elements. Like I've been saying it. You can catch me saying it in fucking every interview. Like battle rap is the purest form of hip hop. That shit is the grounded poetry, tribal chant of hip hop. It's raw, it's uncut, it's the fucking method acting of it, it's all of it. And to find someone who fucked with that as much as I did, I was like, bro, you have to be. You know what I'm saying? Like I need your part of it, because it's just another part of the culture that I'm a big fan of. And like a lot of people, they learn it once they talk to me, but you know, this light skinned nigga over here on the internet, but it's like, bro, I've been a student of the game since forever. But like,
Yeah.
I'm a New York student. That's what people forget. Like New York hardcore, New York punk, New York rap, hip hop. I'm a student. That's my bread and butter. That's where I grew up, and that's what I fucking love. You know what I'm saying? Like, I grew up in eras. I've seen scenes. I've been a part of these things, and everything I do is attached to that. You know, so I'm not like, NotYaManz isn't like, oh, I'm just trying to, no, like this shit is as hip hop as it gets. I want to keep it that stoop hip hop review energy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I want the reviews. That's why the reviews got their jokes. They got their this and that, because that's not how the way these motherfuckers do reviews, like Pitchfork and Fantanos and all them. They do reviews like nerds, like motherfuckers type in, you know, like an accountant, like, yo, let me tell this accountant to do a review of a project. You gonna trust the accountant or that nigga sitting on his front step listening to the song through his phone who's like, man, this shit ain't it. You know?
Yeah.
I want to hear from that dude. You know, that dude knows he dressed hip hop. He looked hip hop. I trust him. Not some dude that's like, well, this guy's family was part of it. Like, I don't care. I want to know if the song you're listening to right now is trash or not. I don't
This
care
is
about
what the
his
barbershop
story.
was supposed to be.
Thank you.
This is
See, I call it the stoop because people don't understand the barbershop.
I say
Because
the
the barbershop
and
gets
that's why I say
disrespected.
supposed to be, because we lost that way.
We lost it, yeah. Because even the barbershop's gentrified.
Like, John's my man. I fuck with John's heavy. I respect his hip hop point of view nonstop. He's been in the game for a long time. But I feel like almost 85% of our battle rap debates, we are never on the same side.
Never on the same. And that's the beauty. And that's the shit that you go to a battle rap event. If you ever been to a battle rap event, it's fucking chaos. Because it's
It definitely
literally,
is.
it's chaos.
It's gonna
Like,
start 3 hours late too.
It's gonna start
Every
3
fucking
hours
time.
late. And it's like gambling, bro. No, he fucking won that. No, 2-0, 3-0, 2-1. And motherfuckers is arguing because it's like a mix of like emotion, aggression, what you got, fucking favoritism. All of that shit is mixed up in there. It's raw.
Yeah.
And I love that shit. And that's how hip hop should be. Like,
But
when
that's
I post
why-
a review, I want to get cursed out.
That's why battle rap fans, to me, are some of the most intelligent people in the world.
Very fucking.
Only because every verse I do, I don't care if you kill me on the track.
Yeah.
When it comes to the song. But bar for bar, you're not gonna out-rap me, bro. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care about your opinion. Bar for bar, every bar is a punch or a double entendre. You're not out-rapping me.
Yeah.
But battle rap fans, we there in the moment.
We know.
Yeah.
We catch those double
The
entendres
smallest shit.
in the moment and connect those web of dots. Like that fucking meme where old boy sitting there and all the calculations going across their head.
Yeah.
That's how
Yeah.
battle rap fan is as soon as they enter
That's
the
why
venue.
it's so pure, it's so raw, bro. It's not based off of like, oh, full on fan base. Like, you're there, everyone in the crowd's like, oh, I'm waiting to hear some. And then and that's the thing, like the New York side of it. If you watch battle rap, you know there's a difference between the New York crowd and anywhere else.
Oh yeah.
We calculating. So if them shits is off, boo, we booing you. You know,
Instantly.
like, get the fuck out of here. Like, you lost. Like,
And it's not biased.
real.
We'll boo our own.
Boo, bro. It's the
Philly
come on.
got the
It's Knicks
Philly got
energy.
Ness out of here. Like,
It's Knicks, bro. It's New York Knicks energy, bro. The Knicks will boo every all-star that's ever been on the Knicks, bro. That's the energy. It's New York, bro. We don't give a fuck. Like, we don't care about your favoritism. If you're not giving us what we came here for, you're getting booed.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. And that's real to me. Because, like, that's the best, most instant fucking feedback anyone could ever get.
Yep.
If I'm giving you a bar and you're like, oh, it's cool, that's heartbreaking.
Hmm.
If I'm giving you a bar and you're like, nigga, that shit's whack, I'm throwing it out. And that's perfect feedback. If
I
I
need
give
the
you a
face.
bar and you're like,
I need the face.
I'm like, that's what I want. And that's it. Nothing else. Those
Even
are the three. That's the standard.
Even when I'm performing to this day, if
Yeah.
I'm performing anything from our project,
Yeah.
I don't care about the song getting off like that. We made a great project too. Those beats were
Salute.
stupid. Shout out to
Salute.
Phallic. But when I'm doing these verses, my validation comes from looking in the crowd while I'm
faces.
performing and people catching those bars. Oh, okay, cool. Fuck what everybody else say. You like that shit?
That's it. That's it.
That screw face
Yeah.
every time. It's the battle rap in me. I
That
can't
shit
help
hits. Yeah, that shit. That's the gold medal of hip hop. It don't get no better than someone like, you know, you can make someone completely they face turn into an oatmeal cookie, bro. That shit is fantastic. You know what I'm saying?
So with that energy, when you're, because you review like a lot, I can
I'm
imagine.
crazy with it. What's crazy is I do less than I do. Like, normally I'm listening to all sorts of music, but I do about 4 reviews a day.
Okay. So what are some of the common mistakes or common issues, I guess, that come up when you listen to these artists that you can kind of let other people know of, like, this is what you guys need to focus on because this is a
Oh,
common
man.
thing.
Oh man, we got how much time we got? Nah, honestly, honestly, what it boils down to is the very first fucking mistake that a lot of artists do. There's no authenticity. And when I say authenticity, it don't mean it got to be some artsy fucking blah, blah, blah bullshit. No, it means, do I see who the fuck you are in this song? Is there a piece of you in your raps? And that to me is huge because that's going to separate you from everyone. I don't give a fuck if it's a drill song versus a drill song. If the one much motherfucker is putting a piece of him, his hood, where he's from, something, it's going to be better than the just generic, straight to the point bullshit drill song. But then when you look at the drill, like when you look at authenticity, it's also like it's a game. You got to follow a standard that not necessarily means you got to follow the mainstream, but you always have to be conscious of there is a better version or better sounding way to put out a song. Like there's scientifics behind sonics and how to make something fucking appeal to the human psyche and the human mind and ears. So are you in tune with that? You know? And then if you have authenticity, that second part's easy. And then it's quality. You know what I'm saying? There is a standard to quality. If you mix and master, you know there's numbers. There's specific volumes, whether it's the States or overseas, that you have to hit that make it hit a certain way. And then just to dumb it down for people that don't get it, when you listen to a song on the radio, how does that shit feel in your car? And how does your song feel in your car? You know what I'm saying? There's science behind that. Quality is fucking needed. And then it's just like, then after, you know, you struggle with those three, that's when the creativity and trying new comes in. Once you got those three, then you could do that other shit. You know what I'm saying? Then you could fucking make your noise about whatever the fuck.
Making noises.
Yeah, you know, because then it's like, bro, you just gave us all that other shit, bro. Do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
Big facts.
And that's what makes it stick. And that's how the human brain works. Like we not attaching to some shit that we hear every single fucking day. You know, and that's why artists come and go.
Yeah.
You know, but it's always that one that stands out. You know, it's that motherfucker that a motherfucker can come on the track. I'm from the Bronx and just rap bullshit. And you're like, okay, I guess this nigga's from the Bronx. But when a motherfucker raps a certain way and you like, he might be from the Bronx, you're gonna remember that. You know, you're gonna remember that motherfucker. Like he's gonna stick. That's, you know, that's what people need to understand when you make music, bro. It's not for fun.
It's a competitive sport, bro.
It's like a competitive sport. It's also therapy, and it's a fucking art. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, a kid drawing some bullshit on your fridge, he drew it for fun, but that's different than what you put up on your wall. What you put up on your wall is art. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And there's a difference. Like, you got to feel something from it, you know?
But there's also, or at least from when I go into the couple of reviews that I do, or when I go into listening to just anything, so I can be up to date when we do our week wrap up podcast.
Yeah.
I have to go into it. Okay, first, do you identify as a rap artist or a rapper?
Yes.
Once I establish that, then I can get rid of some biases, and I can, okay, let me come into this completely subjective.
Yeah.
If you're coming in as a rap artist, I'm not gonna hold you to the same standard that I hold a rapper. I'm not gonna hold a Uzi to the same standard that I hold RJ paying a ransom. Like,
And that's the balance, and people don't understand that. Like, I'll listen to an art, and I tell people I like artists that go full ignorant because they're not taking it serious. So if I'm like a motherfucker, like when 6ix9ine dropped his first project, it was ignorant as fuck, and I was like, I kind of love this. This is some shit I want to go lift weights to. I'm not listening to it for lyrical content.
that's how I felt about
not what I'm here for.
Casanova.
Thank you. And you listen to it, and you're like, all right, he made it clear he's not giving me that lyrical shit. He made it clear he's giving me ignorance. He wants me to fucking fight. He wants me to lift. He wants me to do some stupid shit. But then you listen to like a Nas, and he'll let you know, first bar, you got to think. And that's where the grading starts. That's where it gets complex, right? And people think it's simple, but it's not. So it's like, okay, yeah, this ignorant motherfucker can get an 8 from me because he made a whole ignorant project that's an 8 to me because he never changed it. But then this woke motherfucker, he will get an 8 from me. And it's like, that's not the same. It's like, no, but he gave me exactly what he was telling me he's going to give me. But then I'll give a motherfucker who's like, yo, I'm woke, but I'm going to do an ignorant track a 6 because it's a fake. It's not genuine. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't fit who that person is or what he's delivering to me as a consumer. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, motherfucker's like, yo, here's a chicken sandwich. And then you bite into it and you're like, nigga, this mung bean, you're going to be pissed off. Because because you told me it was a chicken sandwich. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, be real about your shit, you know? And that's where the reviews come in and people think it's tough. But that's why also the format is one listen only.
Okay.
Yep.
Because to me, that's the beauty of it. You listen to a project once and you know how you feel immediately. But because people see that the artist is a name or something, they'll give it that extra listen. I hate that. But if you listen to something that truly, you're like, oh, I'm going to spin this again. They did a good job. They moved you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They tickled whatever the fuck your brain needed to read as good music. And those are the people that aren't getting any recognition because they're not a name. So it's like, why am I listening to Kanye's bullshit ass Donda 10 times to think maybe it's okay when person like a Chris Patrick or a Jid or Smino put out a project that first listen, you're like, this is amazing. But I'm gonna go listen to Donda a few more times because everyone's talking about it. It's bullshit. You know?
Yeah, and it's cool that we have a bunch of different reviewers with different tastes in music. That way we can have like our own version. Because we're gonna do the same way. We're not gonna get the same mainstream artists the spins that they're gonna get anyway from the fucking people out there who get conditioned to listen to that anyway.
Yeah.
So we're gonna listen to shit that we feel is dope, and then depending on how our ear hits, is gonna give you the review that you deserve compared to what we think. Because music's subjective. So a subjective review from an artist is great. It lets you know which demographic hits better from you. You see what this kind of artist likes. If you're, this artist reviewed me, so I'm going to check out his catalog and what he likes to listen to. And then from there, you'll see where he came from. And then from there, you can see, okay, that demographic I'm not really reaching, but if you get a good review, like, oh, I'm reaching that demographic. So I got to cater to that more. So that's going to be great for you. So, it's a bigger picture than just like, he liked it, he didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? You got to see who liked it or disliked it and why, and who they are and how they came to that conclusion.
Yeah.
So that's what's good about this. So, Johnny may like something that's dope. Like, he be liking like Rome Streets, Ransom, you know what I'm saying? Or and
New York
all
shit,
that new shit. And I listen to it and I think it's dope, but I'm not going to replay that shit all the time. I'm just gonna be like, it's cool. Listen the first time. What's next? I'm gonna listen to something else. I'm not gonna rewrite it. I like some shit that I think is crazy you don't even like at all. You feel me? So,
but that's also that ties into it too, and that's why I like to give everyone like I always tell you guys when you do the review, I'm like, yo, put your initials, and I want to get people's faces involved because it's also an emotional thing too. Like, I could be the fucking biggest, I could be the biggest Nas fan ever. Nas could put out sonically the greatest song ever. If I wake up in a bad mood, I'm like, it's just whack.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's also what I want to make sure people capture. So in my reviews, I'm like, yo, this shit wasn't hitting at the gym. This shit was not getting me going, because that's the subjective side of it. Because people tend to forget, like, you're a human, bro. Like, shit will hit you a certain way regardless of any situation, bro. You could stub your toe and be like, this album sucks. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, people forget that. So it's like all these people putting these long paragraphs and these fucking theses and all these people and all that shit. It's like, bro, that they don't. Yeah, you like that? Thesis bar. Thesis is my fault. Nah, but like people putting together these long drawn out things. It's like, bro, that does not matter. You're doing this for what? Because that person makes a certain amount of money, bro. Like, that doesn't matter.
Also, piggybacking off what Rick was saying, a lot of people get so upset with the reviews.
I was gonna ask that actually.
To the point where like, oh no, y'all just going off what John said, y'all dick riding John. It's 6 of us. A lot of times
we clash.
We don't feel the same about a lot of projects. There's been a lot of projects that John or Prince especially likes that I fucking hate.
I argue with Prince regularly, bro. Whenever a Drake project comes out.
On the Old Sunday podcast, you will see us actually arguing. If we're all in agreement that your shit is trash, then you're just that bad. It's not really us just dick riding one person's opinion because they the boss, or dick riding one person's opinion because that's their homeboy. No, y'all niggas suck.
I've had to explain myself mad times on a podcast. I'm like, bro, I was sad, bro. This sad shit hit. My bad, y'all. I know it's not good,
like
but
that
I felt it.
So
like the fucking Filthy Witch project.
What happens to say the project that you guys all disagree on? Is it just whoever got that project, if they liked it, that's the stamp, or is it
that's
like
the stamp? Whoever reviewed it,
okay.
that's the stamp.
But when it comes to the weekend,
the review, the roundup,
where we actually talk about everything, everybody else can give their opinion.
Okay,
it's the judgment table,
and a lot of times, if one person thought it was whack, and we all try to listen to everything, even if we all don't review it, even if we all can't review it. It at least gets one play.
We try to listen to it, and that's what people, and it sucks because that's what people took for granted, bro. Like, we were literally putting that in every Sunday, where we're clashing and we're like breaking it down and all this extra input. So motherfuckers just oh, some people just, that's how they are. Oh, it got a 7. I'm mad. It's like, motherfucker's green. Oh, I got a green stamp. I'm mad. Didn't even look at the number. And it's just like people was upset, but it's like, bro, do you care about the number, the stamp, or your actual craft? And it's like, if you want to hear about your craft, we was discussing it. We was breaking it down. Like, I've been cooked plenty of times, bro. I got projects that I'm haunted by that I'm like, I don't even like now. But at the moment when I listened to it, I was like, yo, this shit hit.
It can be like that sometimes.
Yeah, it be like that. And it's like, but that's the beauty of it, because that's real to me. You know what I'm saying? That was the image I wanted to get out there. I wanted that people to know that shit is real. And, artists are artists. Artists can be
okay,
mad.
so this is the important part is, how do you guys deal with those people on the internet that you give negative feedback? Because I know something happened.
Let me answer this question by bringing in a special guest on the podcast. My boy Trey, he's outside, so let me go get him.
Oh, okay.
Trey, hyped.
Let's go. That's
honestly,
I'm really happy.
So people need. I'm hyped about this, but honestly, people need.
I'm a fucking New Yorker, bro.
That's why the first page went down, because some people can't fucking handle it, bro.
Right.
Like, some people are big babies and they can't handle it and they cry. But you'd be surprised. Like, it's upsetting, but I still got the screenshots, which is good.
Yeah.
But there's been blue checks and known artists who have cried in our comments.
Sensitive as fuck, bro.
And who have gotten cooked. Oh, shit.
Introduce yourself, my brother.
Yeah, go ahead.
Introduce yourself.
Peace. TR3 from Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Trying to be cool, long ride.
So real quick, what's your role in NotYaManz? As a team.
I mean, I would hope that I'm helping just bring a little bit more fairness to like the judging and different things like that. And then just like ironing out like different things to do like business wise too. Cause like we can all take, bigger steps.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what I had asked earlier is, how do you guys deal with the negative feedback? Or like when you guys give a red stamp, how do you guys deal with that negative feedback from the artists online? Because I know online is like crazy.
I'm trying to get in position where I can get my face on there more. I want more. I ain't gonna lie to you. I just gotta have more time to do it. But like I love the heat. Because it just starts up conversation. It's worth the conversation at the end.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because then now we're caring about hip hop.
Yeah.
So that's what I like about it.
Yeah. I mean, it's a funny world, because unfortunately I have been silenced, but I still keep it very straight to the point. Like, we get our point across, but I stop arguing with people because of, they send the mobs to get us taken down and whatnot. But I do like what he said, man. I do like that it does get the conversation about hip hop going. And honestly, it's turned into, I used to get active. There was a point in time where my first response would be like, hey, your mom. And like a child, just childish. They'd be like, oh, this review sucks and this and that. And I'm like, yo, your mom too. And I would just, I'd sit at home and crack up like, oh, I got their ass, but I'm getting more entertainment in like the silence, bro. Like, they'll do that and they'll complain and I'll throw a thumbs up like, hey, it is what it is. But I mean, before, when the first page was really booming, we've had a point where our fan base would turn on artists. And that's what I like, because that's the main goal, right? Music is, you want people to consume something of yours. And as humans, as people, as a group, we like to consume whatever's put in front of us. And to me, NotYaManz was like that shifting point where it's like, you can literally tell an artist what they put out was garbage. And I love that power, because it gives power to the people, and seeing that was always super fucking dope to me. Like, my favorite example, this was during when we all remember when everybody was like, Quentin Miller was writing Drake's rhymes, right? And Quentin Miller was just living in it. He didn't want to admit it, but he loved it. I know he was paying people to post those articles. So we reviewed a project of his that he dropped in the heat of getting all that clout, and it was terrible. We cooked his ass up. He came in the comments mad, and he was like, oh, and you guys are this and that. And someone jumped in like, yeah, but you got a fake leg. And then it just went crazy. And people started, people was just like going in. They were like, oh, you didn't, they were like cooking him. There was puns where he actively blocked the page and the individual reviewers. And
Wow.
to me, and what's funny is I haven't heard from Quentin Miller since.
Hey, real quick, can I ask a question, bro? Because I've been wondering this ever since I joined the team, and it's always been bothering me. What the fuck happened with Dave East?
Oh, I will tell you. So this is my favorite because it was so quick. So we reviewed Dave East, was probably our third or second review on the page, period, right? And he got a green check. He was like, dope. Salute to the page. He gave us a little comment. This is dope. Thanks for listening. Blah, blah, blah. Cool. Then he released Karma 2, I think it was, which was the more mainstream one. And I cooked it. Like, this was not good. And he was like, oh, motherfuckers always, they want to switch up for clout and all that. And I'm like, oh, this coming from someone who looks like a WNBA player. And he blocked all of us. He blocked me. Not only did he block the page, he blocked me personally. He blocked Walko. He blocked everyone personally. And I was just like, what?
Hey, you know what? Well, first of all, shout out East Harlem. I mean, we in here.
Nah, no shout out
But
to
WNBA.
yeah.
he do got a bar on the him and Millsy project.
Oh, that project's fire.
That's just crazy. The him and Millsy project is fire.
It's fire.
Was it Pablo and Blanco? That's just crazy.
Yeah, Pablo and Blanco
He
was
do
dope.
have a bar that says they say I'm pretty. I guess I'm Brittany Griner of this rap shit.
For me, shout out
Is
to
that?
me. I don't know, bro.
Maybe.
But that's the thing. He disconnected and he blocked us. But like we was on a roll. We got blocked in that same week. We got blocked by him and you just mentioned him. Cat who he got locked up for Rico too.
Cass?
Mad ignorant. Yeah.
You blocked by Casanova.
Casanova blocked us because he put out a garbage project with a producer.
Wait, what project?
It was him and this other dude, but on the cover they both got suits on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
we're good.
but
We're good.
he
That was garbage.
blocked us, and then literally following that week, Fetty Wap blocked us because in the review we said he was making
That was
Kids
hella
Bop
funny.
music.
Yeah, Kids Bop music.
Greatest review
Oh,
ever, though.
That's
so
that
funny.
review was
And
amazing.
we got cooked, but like that was the thing. Like we were getting,
He's
and
too
what's
petty.
crazy is like at the birth of the page, bro, our first review, because like I had, and mind you, like I spent weeks, months just writing the platform, writing the emoji review, all this stuff. I had like a fucking 5-month, 5-year plan. I wrote all this stuff, and I was like, let's get it into motion. And I was like, let's get the first review going. And the first review was 1 week's notice. And this was like DJ Hoppa and like the dude with the dolphin teeth, dolphin teeth, Demrick, and Dizzy Wright. Huh? I don't know if he was on the first one. No,
No, he wasn't on the
girls
first one.
This was
No
Dizzy
first one, no.
Wright. This was
The Cockfest.
it was like a bunch of those the funk volume type dudes.
Yeah.
And this was the first review we dropped. I'm telling you, no followers, bro. Like my friends and family were following us. We dropped this review, and I was like, I'm telling you, this is the move, bro. Not only was Demrick, all of them in the comments mad, bro. Demrick has become a repeat offender for getting cooked in our comments, but like that was the first review we post. Hoppa was just like, hey, he said the beats were cool. So he bailed. He jumped shit. He was like, hey, he's like, I'm safe. His beats were cool. Dizzy Wright like quietly liked it, didn't comment. Demrick commented with a lisp. And everybody was like individually jumping on it. And I'm like, bro, this is our first.
Even to this day, Hoppa
This is
still
our
fucks with us.
first
Speaking of
post.
that.
You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? I'm like, this is our first post. And then it went real well. And the second post was Maxo Cream, and he reposted it because it was dope.
Maxo was hard.
Yeah.
Maxo's dope.
Yeah. Mad underrated too. And he reposted it, and it was like day 4, we hit 400 organically. And it just started hitting like that. Like we were just dropping these reviews, and Cats was in there. Like we've had Kasky came barking at us. Chris Webby. He loved the reviews. We've had mad people, even now, like even with the new iteration, with the new page, DJ Premier just followed us. Like, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I'm not doing, I'm just posting, bro. And it was off the El Gant review. It's like, it's no one's going to tell me it's not something that's needed.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? It's needed in the culture. We need that honesty. We need something in the culture to be real because of how fake it's become.
It's
Yeah.
way too fake.
Yeah, so that's why I've always put my eggs in the basket towards it. Like I believe in it so much because of how our first post caused fucking chaos. You know what I'm saying? And it still has been doing that. And then it got worse when I started doing SoundCloud Saturdays. That was the most live NotYaManz ever was. Because I was going on SoundCloud and just grabbing projects. I wasn't even asking for it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, without the permission, man.
Get it, cooking people.
You gotta let them know because they're
I mean, yeah.
care, bro. Yo, SoundCloud, the people that are posting there, they give a fuck. You know,
and this was before like Chance broke the indie world. So people was big.
No, I know exactly which
SoundCloud was profitable.
Facts.
Yeah. So people was hurt.
Yeah.
And they was sending their fan bases after us. And that's the thing you learn from your fan base. Motherfuckers would be like, man, y'all are messed up. Let me follow though. You know, let me see who else they cook up real quick. But y'all are pieces of shit, but we gonna follow. And when we was doing SoundCloud Saturdays, it was like ultimate disrespect. And I was grabbing the worst projects. And it was just, you know, full head of steam. We was like a, you know, ball out of hell, bro. And it was just growing and growing. And I was like, yo, I fuck with it. Like, this is before we had the podcast. You know what I'm saying? We was getting mad fucking looks. And I was like, yo, I had an idea and I brought it to life. And I'm like, I still stand by it. People need that shit.
Yeah.
You know?
I came across the page like organically as hell. I just liked the fact that they was extremely honest.
Yeah.
I was just going through some stuff and I was like, it was like a hashtag that I had seen and it led me to one of the reviews. And I'm sitting there reading and I was like, bro, they just cooked the fuck out of this dude. Like, I want to listen to it because of how bad he just cooked this shit. Like, this was really bad.
So what's funny is when we was doing SoundCloud Saturdays, before I would review a SoundCloud project, I was screenshotting the views and listens because, you know, SoundCloud is right there. And then after we post it, I'd give it like a day and then be like this and they'd be mad. And I would DM them like, yo, we just gave you 100 listens, 200 streams because of how bad it is. Like, why are you mad at us? We just, you know, we just gave you some listens. Like we gave you 80% of your fan base back, you know?
Yeah.
And people was mad. The people, like, we've got blocked them. Oh, why are you sending me this bullshit? I'm like, bro, you don't get it then.
So this is an obvious question for the people in the back is how should artists deal with feedback? Mostly negative feedback. What's
I'm gonna go because the reason why I end up fucking with them is because of one side B, everything that I did on your project was fire. Right? And then we did Two Sides of a Coin, and although my fan base and certain other people fucks with it, it's heavily critiqued. Like it's a very polarizing project. And coming from this is family to me. I've hit each one of these people up on side away from the group chat just to check in on them, just to talk about what they doing. Yo, I appreciate you. Roll with the fucking punches. Because if you put out some bullshit, I'ma fucking roast you like I hope you roast me if I put out some bullshit. Whatever your goal is, you want to be an artist, you want to make these little melodic fucking swag surfy joints, cool. I'm gonna judge you off that.
Yep.
I care about my fucking bars. If my bars are trash, tell me.
Yeah.
Roast me in the utmost respect, because I'm a Harlem nigga. Like, roast me.
Yeah.
But understand, just roll with the fucking punches. We ain't doing it to make you want to quit your fucking job.
Yeah.
We're doing it to make you want to be better and learn some social skills and learn how to roll with the fucking punches. Soft asses.
And as an artist, bro, like just keep it 1,000 with you. Post it. Stop being stupid. Post it. Like post anything. If it's bad, it's great. It's in the middle. Post it because it's all promotion. No such thing as bad promotion. It doesn't work that way. Kanye just showed you.
Honestly, not even just that, just anything in general, bro. Like what happened when, and this is a wild hot take, but it's real. Like this nigga R. Kelly went to jail for some wild shit. His streams tripled.
Well, it's a good or bad thing. It happened.
And it wasn't something that like he wasn't going to jail for nothing debatable. It's bad. Like there's proof.
Yeah,
it's out here, and motherfuckers is like, I guess I should listen to R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's promotion. He's still in the mainstream. Let's figure out what this guy's about first, and they're gonna see your music. Even if what you did was heinous, they're gonna check you out.
It's crazy, and it's like that kind of mentality. It's like, yo, if you're gonna give artists any sort of fucking advice, it's like, yo, you have someone doing something like that for you. You have an opportunity to decide what you want to take from it. So if you want to absolutely be like, yo, he's wrong, that's your business. Cool, but it's gonna still you're gonna be like, I still want to be better. But you can also be like, hey, if he specifically was like, yo, I deliver like I'm reading off my phone, maybe I could memorize my shit. Maybe I could do just a little thing. You could take small things from it. So it's like, yo, take that. Like, not everyone, you have the minimum what you should take from it is not everyone's gonna love your shit.
Yeah, so that's what you should learn from NotYaManz first and foremost. You gotta know that.
And it's a very real fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? And it's like posting it is literally like, that's why we did the SoundCloud Saturday shit. It's like, yeah, you're literally telling your fans like, yo, this guy didn't like my music. Show me you like my music by streaming it for me. Maybe the people who you sent it to a month ago, because we not that active when we solo artists, they forgot. You're reminding them by reposting it. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, and I use, you know, I've always called it, even on the old page, I would post it when people do. I'd be like, yo, send your fans. That's fine. I don't give a fuck. Yeah. I did what I did what I had to do. Our job's done. Send your fans. They could curse us. I have a good time. I'm gonna cook some people in the comments. I'm gonna go through their pages. I'm gonna make fun of whatever I can, their shoes, whatever. But fuck it. It's not killing nobody. Like, bro, it is what it is. And it's like, they just don't get that. And it's the true testament to it too. Cause it's like, if you're mad enough to complain, but not repost it and not understand it, then I just taught them a valuable lesson. We gave them a valuable lesson in their business. We told them that their business is flawed because they don't know how to capitalize. So it's like, at the very fucking minimum, you just learned that you couldn't handle if your dumbass got famous and a fucking blog took a picture of your mom's or some shit and posted it, and you don't know how to handle it, bro.
Yeah, that's how you end up shaving your head and going down the street attacking cars.
Oh my God.
Facts. And what's crazy is I be telling people it's my favorite example. It's a fact. It's my favorite example, bro. This nigga Drake pays a meme team to make fun of him.
Yeah, good or bad.
So he blows up. Like, this project just dropped. This nigga 21 Savage was like, I'm the best rapper in the UK. The project's gonna triple off of that post alone because of the drama around it.
The cover itself is gonna draw attention. What's with this cover is like, it's gonna draw so much
they're
conversations.
Him from the YouTube basketball league they're on, where he was like pressing some dude who like got a little aggressive after a foul. That's gonna add to the streams. That shit don't got nothing to do with music. It's a basketball game. It's a community, bro. That shit is marketing, bro. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know it's strategic like that, because if you're not really in the social media, you're not like reading the tabloids and all that. That's crazy to think about it like that. What?
That's the thing. You may not know that because that's not your job, but as an artist now, if you want to be relevant with the times, your job is social media. You know, so you have to learn it from good. Like, I'm on social media every day. Like, I post stupid ass memes to keep my fucking algorithm going. So when I do post, I get looks. Bro, that's time out of my day. That is a shift.
Yeah. And away from the artist side of it, as a battle rapper, I have to, as much as I hate it, stay relevant on every movie, comic, TV show, meme,
to know what
viral
the bars
challenge.
are. Yeah.
Just so I can have relatable bars for the people that don't care too much about battle rap.
Yeah.
I have to have, let's say we got 3 rounds. One of those rounds is going to be tailor-made just for my battle rap fans. Just for the people that know, okay, I'm going to talk some shit about what happened with Mike P's baby mama so that they can get on top of that.
And it's a timestamp too. Yeah. Because nothing's more exciting if an event happened the day before an event and someone raps about it that day.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Because you're like, oh my God, how did he remember to add that to his already
And if you're smart like Hollow, you know how to format it.
Freestyle it.
So you can freestyle it.
Exactly.
We have to
that
stay
shit is
up on,
exciting.
And it's exciting, but it's annoying.
Facts.
Because as a legit comic book nerd, don't get me wrong, I'll still shoot you in your fucking face. Don't try to fucking play me, bro. But as a legit comic book nerd, it irritates me when people is using these punches and these bars from these MCU movies, and they're not exactly what happens, and then they say, oh, this person would never do this. No, he would. Shit happened.
Yeah.
Fucking issue 237 of Detective Comics, Batman definitely got down with Spawn for some bullshit, but that's a whole nother story. Like, it's draining.
But that's just part of the culture, bro. People don't understand. If you want to be part of a culture, you got to study, you got to learn, you got to live it, you got to love it. Like,
that's facts. Like, because even like running multiple platforms and shit, like, people gotta understand, like, it's more to like what's going on. Everybody want like instant gratification, but it's so much work that's going on behind that post. It's ridiculous. Like, especially like content creators on TikTok and shit like that. It's like 6-7 hours before TikTok. Like, it's crazy.
Like them corny videos, motherfuckers like that. That shit took. It may be a minute to you, but that's an hour.
So how do you guys even balance? Like, because individually, you guys are all artists. You all got your own personal lives. How do you guys balance all that and NotYaManz? Like,
oh, I'm a machine. So the way I work, I don't sleep much, but I'm a machine. So I incorporate it with my work life. So if I'm on my boss, make sure my boss don't see. Nah, but if I'm on my work shift, I treat my reviews like part of my shift. So if I have like some downtime during my shift, I try to get 2 reviews done every day. And if the 2 reviews don't reach my like hour quota, I like to do an additional hour of, I do a music 1 hour a day, whether it's producing, whether it's writing, whether it's writing to a beat or studying something just for my own marketing.
yeah.
I have to spend an hour a day on music. And I do like, you know, I set my timers and shit, but I forced it into a routine.
Okay.
As for me, like I live a very hectic life, working hella hours on my job. I make time for it. Like for example, one time I did 5 reviews in one day just because I knew like I was slacking on it and I wanted to do some reviews because I wanted to review. So I just made time for it and I did that shit. I knocked it out in one take. Boom, sent it out.
I did 7 on the plane on the way here. I did
Yeah.
7.
Wow.
That's insane. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, but like, yeah, because you got to make sure you got to make time because if you really believe in it, you're going to make time for it. People will find a way to buy a sack. People will find a way to buy them Jordans. People
Yeah.
will find a way to buy this PS5.
Yeah.
But you know, you can't make time to review a fucking project, bro.
Yeah, do something you
do
love.
something you
and
love,
passionate
yeah.
about.
You're gonna find a way to do it. So you know what I mean? So I'm about this shit.
You gotta
so I'll
make a
time.
sacrifice.
Yeah,
You know.
exactly.
Yeah, you could lose a few hours of sleep.
For me personally, I got like literally the easiest fucking job when it comes to time management with this because I just got to wait for John to say, "Yo, you ready to do this battle?" and that's it. With the review, as long as I'm listening to everything, just so I can be ready for the weekend
Mm-hmm.
wrap up, I'm good. But I think I got like 3 albums that I was supposed to review mad long ago that I still haven't got to.
Still on the list.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And just because of our 1 listen rule, I still haven't listened to them, which sucks because one of them is one of my favorite. I fucking love Millsy. Millie's is in my top 5 right now of current artists. And I still haven't listened to the project, as hyped up as it was about it. It's life. But I'm just here as a battle rap correspondent. Like, until John say he ready to start doing these battles again, I'm chilling.
It's very hectic on my side of things. I ain't gonna cap to you. Speaking of caps, I feel like I got like 5 to 6 of them. I used to manage like 9 artists, and then I'm the head of an independent label.
He worked harder than me. Understand
I got
that.
I got my own independent like shoes and shit.
Plug.
Yes, facts. Souls. They call souls. But and then I also run a platform called Hood Colors. This is an underground platform in Atlanta that's been great. I'm going into season 4 right now. We just did 2 ciphers. So it's just like, for me, the balance part is staying active, making sure that I'm always doing something because there's always something to do. And making sure that you communicate with people like what busy really means. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like it's a very opaque perspective on what busy is. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like being able to still have cordial relationships while being really busy, actually doing stuff, and like being able to cultivate relationships is like, that's, I feel like, is the main gist of where I'm at right now in this transitional phase of having so many caps. So it's like definitely just staying grounded and and staying in motion because there's always something to do.
It keeps us sharp. I will say the reviews are always going to be a good thing because it keeps you relevant in the times. Because listening to just new music as it constantly comes out, it keeps us very in tune with the market. And that's always been a good thing for me. It helps with my like mixing, helps with recording, helps with ideas, helps with creativity. So for me, it's always a plus, regardless of it being work. Listening to new music constantly is always a plus. You know, just for knowledge and just knowledge's sake.
Right on. That's cool. So yeah, artists at work. I hear that. We see that. Real quick, take a step back. Yeah, if y'all want to go one by one, but this question is, what is some important knowledge, lessons we're sharing from the experiences that can help others? You guys already said a lot, but if you want to add to that, what are important knowledge, lessons we're sharing from experiences?
All right. Well, my entire business model is ran off of a slogan called, "We're just a friendly reminder that we need our souls." So like for me, that's what all of my emotions are about. That's what all my caps are about. That's what everything is to kind of come back to this nice little soup bowl of, you know, what a soul is and, what that even means to you.
For me, it's everybody knows me as the aggressive gun bar dude. Like, that's my whole niche. I'm a master when it comes to these punches and these gun bars. I love that shit. But rap is my least favorite genre. I'm a jazz head. I'm an R&B head first. Stay true to what really makes you. Because although everything that I write in these bars, I will definitely cut off mad heads, rob 10,000 fucking banks. You're going to get all gun bars. That's not what make me me. For me to get ready for those type of sessions, I'm listening to fucking Trey shit. I'm listening to fucking old Barry White. I'm listening to fucking Sabrina Claudio and Sir. Like, I have to listen to R&B for me to get in that mode. I don't know if that makes me a fucking psychopath or not, but
yes, but I agree.
But stay true to what is you. Whatever makes you you, whatever is your genetic makeup, stay true to that. As long as I can do that, I can do these reviews and keep a fucking unbiased opinion all the way through, regardless of what I like or not.
For me, one of the big lessons you can get is to like just try something out. Like if you feel like if you have something around you want to go to a direction you want to go for, try it out, and then we're gonna give you honest feedback. So never be afraid to see what the results are for what you want to do. You never want to be the person that asks what if. You never want to ask what if, like be safe or whatever, because you only have one life to live. You never know when you're going to go. So you have to make sure you do what you can in life that it's true to yourself and you want to make it happen. Our word is not, God's law or whatever, you know what I'm saying? It's just our own take. We have various different takes on everything. So it's much more value than it is just a hindrance on yourself. So you got to make sure you just go for it. And if it works out, they like it, whatever. And if they don't, see who else liked it, and if it's an overwhelming thing that, you're seeing that, it's getting good feedback, it's what I should do, I really want to do it, you can find yourself in that sense. If not, if you find what's not it. So you got to understand, it's a way to figure yourself who you are as an artist as well. Not just us, we're not the tell all review page, but there's several other pages and people in real life, you know what I mean? Even for myself, sharing certain songs with certain people, you get certain reactions and you see their faces and you're like, okay, you're not hitting it like if I'm showing you the new Drake track that just came out. You know what I'm saying? So you know what to work on, what works, and then you get rid of your pride of I worked so hard on this bar and this verse, and it's if it's not hidden, it's not hidden. Just try to make sure you are true to yourself and you just find yourself in this way. You need feedback. You need people to be honest with you, and you need people to let you know what direction to go to, because people know, especially your own close niche. They'll know more.
You don't need no yes mans.
No, you don't. Because they hinder you more than anything. Because if they want to just say just to not hurt your feelings, they hurt you more in the long run. You're a genius. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you have to have those kind of people. This is just various things to learn, but that's the main thing I would hope people would take away from this whole NotYaManz collective and the whole movement we're doing. Don't be afraid to try some, and don't be afraid to know what the results are from doing it. Never ask what if. If you ask what if, you fucked up. You didn't try something. You try to play it safe, and for what? You're gonna die, and you're never gonna experience it. You don't know what comes after. You know what I'm saying? People don't. You have to make sure you take that risk.
Getting so deep.
Yeah, no, it's true. I mean,
deep. That's why I wanted to read the question. I heard that, but I want to make a good answer for you guys.
No, I mean, to piggyback off that, I mean, it's very real. You want that knowledge, and it's one of the things that I like to tell people is kind of fits my whole contradiction thing too. But it's the community is closer than you think, and there are people to reach out to, there are people to learn from, and knowledge is in abundance. So don't get your shit just from what's put in front of your face. You know what I'm saying? There's a means, there's a way to go about getting your information and gathering your stuff. And it's okay to get scammed sometimes. It's okay to take a risk.
It's part of the game.
I just fucking, me and CG fucking sent $500 to bullshit ass Coca Reef, and we got scammed to shit, but we got our money back. But it's because I wanted to take that risk of getting some underground publishing and shit like that. So it's okay. That happens sometimes. You're never going to do everything absolutely right, but it's just understand that, never go with Coca Reef. Facts. The community is literally closer than anyone thinks. I don't give a fuck where you are, bro. There's a reason the music is #1 across the globe. You know what I'm saying? So there's a community no matter where the fuck you go. So you have the opportunity to choose what to believe and what not to believe rather than just follow what's being put right in front of your fucking face. So it's like the best advice is, the community is closer than you think, and don't believe all that mainstream hype bullshit. Like the biggest lie the industry has ever pushed on independent artists is you could do the shit by yourself. That's impossible.
You
Impossible.
need a team. You need people.
It's fucking impossible, bro.
Yeah.
That's a message pushed by a label that's got a fucking full line of employment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Building and shit.
Yeah, a
right?
whole
Yeah.
building, bro.
You don't even know are involved. They're involved.
Yeah, like you're gonna tell me
Pepsi's
like
involved.
an artist that's gonna tell you that you can do it by yourself who has 30 executive producers. Like, come on, bro. Like, make it make sense. So it's like you got to understand the community is way closer than you think, and people are out here, bro. There's other artists like you, so the fuck you afraid to reach out to them, bro? You don't have to shoot for the stars right away. You can shoot at your own weight class, and you can build up. Because even those artists who fucking blew up, regardless if they trust fund babies or on Degrassi and all that shit, they still had to box in a certain division. And they can still fall, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how it is, So, be mindful of that. Like, knowledge is in abundance, bro. So don't just take every single thing. Like, figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Work hard on it. Try things. Work with it. Think it through. Don't sign nothing that has a fucking life insurance policy.
Get a lawyer.
Oh,
Get a
hell
lawyer.
no.
Someone who knows the law to read that to you.
Seriously,
to
if
really
you got
know what
enough
the fuck.
money to fucking rent out a fake chain, and you got bands to throw on a video, bro. You got enough money to pay someone a lawyer on Fiverr to read a contract for you that you don't fully understand, bro. It's serious though. Them contracts will ruin your fucking life.
Be careful with Fiverr, guys.
Yeah,
I
hey,
learned that shit.
yeah, from her experience, we read a few contracts, like just her first time on TV with Tengo Talento.
Those
like that,
fucking guys.
that shit was a long contract, but pretty much you basically anyone who reads it is like, are we signing everything away? Like,
Yeah.
do they own everything?
Yeah.
They
They
really own
basically
it.
do.
Um,
Shout out to Jenny Rivera, pero. The fuck?
Hey, real quick though, I
going
really
on?
I like what all you guys said. I have kind of just like a side question. I know we got like the whole online, like we got social media, and everyone's like fighting for attention. All these platforms,
Yeah.
They want more people on them because you said community is closer than ever.
Yeah, it's
sometimes
closer
it's
than you think.
really hard to feel that, especially here where we're at in Gilroy, where sometimes we don't feel like we getting enough love.
Fact.
What do you recommend though? That was my question. Like,
Oh,
make
you
it work
wanna go?
online.
We both can go, yeah.
Move.
I'm gonna let you piggyback.
Connect with different people, like you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So basically, like, I got a good tip on that. You said one of the most important things, internet. We got to stop promoting locally. I feel like a lot of people, even if you run ads, you doing the automatic thing. Like, we got to learn how to target market.
Yep.
And like right now, like, I'm hot in Poland. I ain't never been there before.
Never been. Yep.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's like, but it's because I literally watched how, like, I had a group, like I told you, there was this female named Naomi the Goddess. I helped her, like, catapult her career into where she is now. She's like a famous, like, meditation music artist or whatever.
Oh wow.
And she blew up in Poland. Never
Yeah.
been there before.
Yeah.
We did like a radio station.
BayAreaUnderground.com.
Yeah, they did like she did like a radio station, like, live thing for their radio here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just on a green screen or whatever, and just made it happen. So it's like,
Yeah.
people want to hear you and they want to connect, but they just don't know where you are and how, like, and there's so many demographics outside of the U.S. that treat our music way more.
Oh, yeah.
Way better.
I mean, look at
Way
Reverie and
better.
Gavlin going
They
over
care.
to like Germany. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
because
Yeah.
they care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Honestly,
know what
I
I'm
think some
saying?
of my biggest fans are from overseas.
I'm trying
because
to
of,
tell
like,
you
a
they
few things
care.
that-
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
marketing,
Yeah.
definitely just like open up that market so you can see what your real target audience is. Because if you haven't marketed worldwide and you only getting U.S. results, that's not, you're not hitting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Strive for worldwide. 'Cause I've had people who love me in different countries like Poland, Germany. They'll
Yeah.
really focus. Japan really liked my shit. So it's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
fucking shout out to SM Masa. Like he fucking loves the Bay Area, North Cal music scene. He supports it. So there's people you never know would support it. And you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? You never know wherever you're from, even if it's not the Bay. You never know who's supporting you from what country. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For me personally, stay true to what you do. Like, don't switch up to try to match the trends, because somebody is gonna like your shit. There's no original thought. Somebody is gonna fuck with your shit. Our shit, No Hook Part 2, the first thing that we really like wild out on,
Yeah.
that shit went up overseas. Like 100,000 streams plus up overseas. We don't fucking market out there. We don't put that shit out there. I'm the worst at promoting shit.
Oh, I am too.
I hate it.
Yep.
Just stay true to what you do.
Yeah. And know how to market what you do. Yeah, if you know how to market what you do, then you're good. And that's the thing, like that you could YouTube University a whole plan from an artist that looks and sounds like you and how to get something to an area where he's blown up. Like it's crazy because like we have that whole mentality. I'm not biting. But bro, if you're gonna bite anything, bite marketing.
No, facts. Figure out how to market your likability.
Yeah,
literally.
And that's the one thing with artists I think it's a difficult thing with hip hop artists. No artist wants to hear who they sound like. But to me, it's stupid because it's like, bro, if you sound like that motherfucker, follow that you know what I'm saying? If people are like, yo, you got a Drake sound, then look at his fucking market. That's the biggest market you could possibly get. Shoot for the stars. You know what I'm saying? Because like, think about it like this. Like, what people don't know, like Drake's market, like just for him example, obviously biggest fucking rap artist of our last decade, and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Huge market. And then you're like, yo, who's an artist like him? Party Next Door came up off of that wave. Who doesn't affiliate with him but came up off that market? Tory Lanez.
Yeah.
We know that automatically.
That worked. He literally started making R&B
music
for that exact reason.
Market. Yep. Yes. And Vic Mensa he did all the stupid shit. He was like, I'm gonna do all the
he sounded like Drake on one album for real.
And it's
just
literally like, and that's how you you attach
all of
to
it
that wave.
From the Drake sound to the rock sound to the bad not good sound. Like Vic went through the whole gambit
thing
and never lost his Rock Nation deal. Like,
I promise you, he ate from that project. I promise you.
Signed to Rock Nation to this day.
Still,
all them flops.
But I promise you, they blew up everywhere else. My way to New York, you know. But that's the thing. Like you gotta do that. Like, and that's just an artist thing that you have to do. People forget. Like this is a culture. It's not a one thing. You're never gonna reinvent the hip hop wheel. So it's okay to listen to other artists. And that comes down to your sound, that comes down to your mix, that comes down to your master, that comes down to your marketing. You can piggyback, you can learn, you can copy, you can adjust, you can pick up from these things because they paved the way. That's what the fucking culture was built off of. So just because you got some fucking ego thing and you want to come up on your own, bro, these motherfuckers that sign you, they're following a formula.
Find a way to make it your own. That's all you got to do.
Formula. So when I put out my movies project, which was super sad boy influence, I was like, yo, I'm gonna be honest with myself. This sounds like Lil Peep. I hit his market. Movies did well. You know what I'm saying? That was my thing. But I had a formula. I wanted my quality of music to sound in that range, but I also wanted to hit his markets, and it did well.
And for me, I wanted to attack music the way he attacked it. Just the way that he was everywhere.
Yes.
He was over everybody's shit. Like he was on this nigga's page, that person's page, that person's page. You're gonna see little people on SoundCloud somewhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And,
and that's what I wanted.
Like,
so
you
I
think
made sure
McDonald's
I put a song
give a fuck where their ads showing, bro? McDonald's ads are showing everywhere. You think they give a fuck? No, they gonna put it in front of your face. So you're like, you know what? I guess I need McDonald's. You know? I ain't think about it. I ain't want it, but I guess I need that shit. Like, that's how it works, bro. So.
All right, so we're coming close to the end of our podcast, but I want you guys to just remind everyone what is NotYaManz and what is your goal and why is this important? Why do people need to care about this shit? Because it is important.
Y'all want me to lead this one, bro?
You're the head honcho, man.
Yeah.
So, if in case people missed it, this is John D. Contradiction. This is El Presidente, NotYaManz. This is my passion child and all that extra good stuff. But what I want people to get from NotYaManz is a sense of community, a sense of culture that's deeply rooted and that pays homage. But I want them to know, I mean, again, I said in the beginning, I'll say it now, it's for artists, by artists, and I want to keep it that way. I want people to understand that it is, like, if you're an artist, you can reach out. You're not going to get ignored in DMs. We are reachable. I don't give a fuck how many fucking followers we get. If I got to write a script that will respond to you in a certain way, I will do it, but you will be heard. And it's just, this is something that I want people to understand. It's music, bro. Like, the music shit doesn't get bigger without you. You know what I'm saying? Like, people forget that, like, artists are the music. Like, artists make the fucking music, and artists, unfortunately, for the most part, make the fans. And that's what, you know, And that's how it is, you know, like, yeah, we want to say to fans and all that bullshit, but it's like, no, like the fans wouldn't have the opportunity to be sheep if it wasn't for the fucking artist. This isn't a chicken or the egg fucking argument. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, this is for artists, by artists. This is independent. This is not, we're not fucking killing people's pockets, bro. And also for people that don't know, the way the pricing works, it's not I'm not like, yo, I need you to pay up. When you want someone to buy your music, it's 99 cents a song. And that's what we charge for a review. We want to know, would you buy your project? Right. And that's the goal. That's what we're trying to teach. You feel me? Would you fucking, like, you want me to listen to this and you want me to write my review, you want me to put my emojis next to this song, would you buy your project? And nothing will tell you that more than a fucking review. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, yo, if you take your craft seriously, I think it's a good start and a gateway into understanding like the way just music works, from getting cooked in the comments or cooked by us or listened to, even if it's as a joke. It's a great way to learn that you have to believe in your shit. You know what I'm saying? You have to believe in your shit, because people forget, and I say it in fucking every interview I've ever been a part of, what made me want to start this was not just my passion for listening to music, was because when I had my serious artist run, I got my ass whooped by A&Rs and people I fucking shot my shot at, and, you know, slid fucking CDs into mailboxes and all of that. And I got cooked, and I got that real honesty, and that shit humbled me. And I was like, yo, everybody needs this fucking energy. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how fucking talented you are and all of that, because at the end of the day, not everyone's going to fuck with your music, regardless of how good, how much of the standard it is, how fucking relevant it is. It's not for everybody. There's always going to be someone that it just don't hit. So this is a community for artists, by artists. The shit don't thrive unless you are a part of it. And I keep it that way. Like, I don't want it to thrive off of business and without the people. No, if NotYaManz isn't, if we changing the format and not posting a lot of views, it's because y'all not reacting, y'all not getting on board with it. And if it dies, it's because y'all wanted it to die. You know what I'm saying? And I'll hold that true. You know what I'm saying? If that's just what it is, because we want it to be in control by y'all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even though we got it taken down before, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Can't
you
take
know
us
what
down.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, hey, that's what it is. That's what it's for, you know? So that's what it's here for. I want people to take that from it. It's for the people, for the fucking artists, by artists, for the students, the fucking mentors, everyone, the people who pay homage, the fucking clout chasers. I don't give a fuck. It's for all of us. You know? That's what it's here for.
And it's also an opportunity more than anything. Like, we want to take this to higher levels. So we want to make sure you guys understand that this is an opportunity for you guys to grow, spread awareness. I mean, I'm from the California Bay Area, Ivy. So it's like, I want to spread my shit everywhere I can. And what better way to someone who has a different demographic, different fan bases, different like people who will check them out. Like, why not spread it out?
We got followed by DJ fucking Premier, bro. So he sees our post, bro. So
bottom line,
send us a fucking review. You want him to see this shit?
Out.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You know how untouchable he is, bro? I'm so humbled by that. Like, Primo is unfucking touchable, and to get a follow off of the El Gant review and have cats like that like show love and stuff like that. It's like, yo, I'm doing something right within the culture. And it's like, it's not him following, don't do shit for us. It's one follow. But if Primo, we know how Primo works. We know the mystery. We know the lore. We know the fucking, all of it. Primo's not getting paid by people. He's choosing who he wants to work. Primo is a god in rap. He chooses. He chooses who he wants to work with. So you don't want to take a risk at him because he sees our post. He likes them now when he sees them. You don't want to take a risk at maybe he's going to take one of our faces going, yo, this project's dope. Maybe he wants to find an artist, don't matter where it's from, that he thinks is dope to reach out to, bro. Why would you not want to take that fucking risk?
Maybe making a song that it just fits your style. He couldn't find the artist that could fit it. He found you from the review. You're on that shit. You never know.
Yeah, like, take that risk, bro. And what's it going to cost you? How much your album costs, bro?
Your feelings.
Your feelings.
So is there anything that listeners need to know about how to submit? Where do they go? Where to find you guys? Where to follow you guys? And who can submit?
anyone, bro. So the thing with NotYaManz, everything is at NotYaManz. The Instagram's the only thing that changed. NotYaManz official, but you look up NotYaManz, NotYaManz, everything will come up, and it's NotYaManz.com/submit. All the rules are there. You send your music, but again, I'm in the DMs. If you want to send it that way, you could send it that way. All social media, I don't care where you send it. I will see it. I'm active. I'm on those things. You can send it that way, and the rules apply. I don't care if you're an artist, you just want your shit reviewed. If you want a fucking live review, you got options. If you want multiple reviews, you have options. If you're a fucking friend of someone and you want your friend to be humbled because you think he might be trash and you don't want to tell him,
Facts.
send that shit, yo. Like, and honestly, I'm out here, bro. If you want to send some shit, I'll be like, bro, I'll take it for free. If you want to humble your friend,
is it just rap or can it be any
right now
genre?
we do anything,
reggaeton.
Yeah.
We even have some like reggaeton artists like Bad Bunny review, Nicki Nicole
Okay.
from
We'll
Argentina.
review whatever the fuck you send. Honestly, I'll never turn down a review. I'm very out here. I listen to a bunch of music. Send it.
Also, please stop doing this bullshit. Do not send your shit in for a review and then get upset at the review. You submitted
Facts.
it. You are opening yourself up for all critiques. If it is trash, you will get roasted.
Yeah.
There is people in our circle that send in our own shit and
Yo.
get roasted. And we still
Also-
gotta fucking rock with it.
Also, send it. Follow the fucking rules. I literally typed it all out. When you submit something, it says put the name or your name, something I can find the project or you. If you just send just a fucking submission with the donation and nothing else, bro, like at minimum message me. Try. Like, and then I got dudes like, oh, 4 months later, why you didn't review my shit? I'm like, oh, what's your email? I'm like, because you didn't send it, bro.
Like, you,
Okay.
Who are you?
You donated me money, bro.
Oh, little rascal, I got a
Yeah.
dollar ass nigga.
So
Like, come on, bro.
NotYaManz.com.
NotYaManz.com/submit. Check out the
Okay.
website or just
Okay.
NotYaManz.com. That's where you could send it. Everything at NotYaManz, the merch, everything.
And then if they want to follow you individually, go ahead and
John D. Who at everything.
You can follow me on Instagram at RecklessDWR. That's RecklessDWR.
burp, burp, burp.
Angel_4pillars at everything. And it's the number 4. If you can't reach me, go to the Breakaway Artist Society page. You know what I mean? We out here.
I'm just like this guy. I'm very against. I guess the world is against me.
We get blocked. We get blocked often.
My page, all my pages got taken down too. So my new page is TR3 World with an X at the end. And then, like, if you want to find all my music, it's just T.R.3. Peace, love, and unity. That's what the 3 stand for. So TR3 World, that's like the only big page right now. And then Hood Colors. Those are the 2 pages I have right now. All the other shit's is taken down. But as far as what I do, like, yeah, bro, like, I'm a fire ass videographer. That's like my second passion. And I kind of like did that because no one was showing up to shoot my own shit. So then I just got dope with it. And once I figured out how to clone myself, I kind of took that idea and just expanded from there. And everybody kind of like gravitated towards it. And then I became a videographer for other people. But yeah, I feel like just being able to like do what you love in all different facets don't let nobody put you in no box. You know what I'm saying? And like that's how I market myself. Like you were saying, market your personality.
Yeah.
I call myself the ghost of Atlanta because I just pop up and I'm always doing something dope, and you don't know what I'm doing. You don't know if I'm the producer in the room, the executive in the room. You don't know if I'm doing the mixing. You don't know if I'm the videographer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You have no clue. You don't even know if I own the platform. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Hey, you choose the hill you want to die on.
Yeah.
Boy.
So I
love
just kind of walk in. I'll be a fly on the wall and let people, put me in whatever they feel like it, and I love it. So yeah, appreciate that.
Oh, real quick, because I'm just the biggest fan of the people that I fucking rock with. Go stream Mind State, please. Go stream Second Chances and fucking Love Language. Especially Love Language. When you're going through some shit that I'm going through right
Facts.
now, Love Language is some fucking shit,
Facts.
bro. Go stream Two Sides of a Coin and or Windows Side B. Like, I wanted to be a part of this platform because it's a crazy amount of talent in my circle.
Check our
I
credentials.
fuck with all of them on a whole nother level. One of them is honestly probably the best female MC, and I say best female MC because she still got to compete with me. She still got to compete with John. She still got to like. We out here. 1AM is one of the best MCs I've heard in a long fucking time.
1AM is the truth.
Trey, as an artist, as a whole, like
it's been solidified. She's been solidified through our page, and she's also she won her verses. Like she's the truth.
No, she killed that verses. But not even just as a rapper, fucking Trey, as an artist in general.
Artist.
That's that fucking
artist,
feel.
not just a rapper.
Because you go listen to fucking Love Language and then go listen to that fucking what beat was that? Was that Make Him Say Unbeat? That you fucking
But not even not even that. Salute to Trey, because not even just that. Because he got a punk rock like a punk type album that I've like he got a lot. Yeah. He got a lot. And I fuck with that. Yeah. Like his catalog, I mean, bro, I reviewed you first years ago, bro, back in the day. Like like when I first reviewed him, and like he didn't join the team till recently. Like I reviewed him years ago, and yeah, he did get a red stamp. Yeah, and I became a fan, and I've always kept up with his catalog, and he's always trying to change things up. He's always putting himself in different situations, whether uncomfortable or not, however he feels. But you'll never feel that it's uncomfortable because he nails them shits, and it's like. I've always fucked with him on that level because his business mind state, like me and him, we share that. We always want to just always move forward. We want to bring our people forward. And it's like music wise, we want to move our music forward. Like I did the punk rock shit. I dropped the fucking Halloween hardcore album, which, you know what I'm saying? I went under a whole different thing. And he dropped like a punk, like Nirvana type shit, like a more grunge type shit. Like it's just that work ethic, bro. Like it's just unmatched. And then the fact that recently he got on his light skin shit. It's just like, bro,
yo,
that's just fire.
It's fucking amazing.
It's fire, and it's just like, yo, that's, you know what I'm saying? Like, you want to get mad at an artist for being one dimensional, but he out here doing this shit for the underground. Like that shit is just you check him out, bro. Like Trey's out here.
All right, you're not gonna cut me off giving y'all flowers, and then fucking wreck, bro. Like. When it comes to being the glue that holds a lot of y'all, especially out here, that holds a lot of y'all motherfuckers together, look at y'all circles and see the one common denominator in each one of your circles, and it's going to be fucking Reckless.
Rex Coast. Yo, bro, I wouldn't know half of the artists that I've heard from out here if it wasn't for him, bro. Shout out to Reckless. I gave Reckless a red stamp back in the day.
Yeah.
But shout out to Reckless because I hear the problem.
I think we've all gotten a red stamp at one point.
Rec definitely is. He's the nucleus of a lot of it.
Yeah.
The San Jose Gilroy shit.
On off top, I got a green stamp on off top, and then later for some reason I got a red stamp. But I have gotten a red stamp before. And Ray Song, I got a red stamp on that.
Oh, I know that. Come on, bro. Come on.
But
I don't think I've ever given her a red stamp.
No, I follow the page. She has not gotten a red stamp at all.
I do have a red stamp.
Off she top. Definitely does. Yeah. She does.
Off top had a green stamp when Eli submitted it. We got a green stamp, and I think he reviewed it. But then someone else submitted it, and then someone else reviewed it, and they're like, "This shit's boring." And I was like, "Oh."
I don't know that one. I do know you and Ray Joint did get a red stamp. Like that's. And fucking last but not least, fucking John, bro. The only person to this fucking day that make me stop saying one of my AKs as the Cypher Killer and switch it to a Cypher Killer. Like when it comes to bars, bro, just like how on our project, I mean, I'll show out with them bars. He makes me want to rap. That's rare.
I'm like, yo, that rare. New York shit, and I'm always like, oh, but whenever I send some shit to him, I'm like, oh, what's Angel doing? Like, because I know I'm mostly on my sad boy shit, but I'm like, yo, I grew up in this. I came from rap. Like, I had the punchline era, but I just don't do it as much as I want to. But when he's around, I'm like, I'm trying to get back into it, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo.
And it's crazy because I don't want to rap no more. I don't want to be an artist no more, bro. Like, I got 3 projects left, and then I'm done as a rapper.
I love it. I'm a rapper till I'm old.
Same.
I can't just stop with motherfuckers like y'all. Like, if you hit me up and say, "Hey, bro, you want to do another 1AM Angel project?" Fuck, I guess I gotta step the fuck up, get off my couch, and do some shit.
Yeah.
You guys want to introduce yourselves one more time, each name, and then we'll close it.
John D. Contradiction. John D. Who everywhere. I'm your favorite light skin.
It's El Mexicano Reckless DWR. Same thing as the handle on Instagram. You already know.
It's the best rap you've never heard of, Young Angel. the Four Pillars boss, Swaggy Davis Jr., John Fraud, Van Scam Newton. You know what I mean? We out here, Young Cow Tipper. We can keep going. Red Rag Reggie, Diamond Dallas Chains. Like, we out here.
Oh, I love that.
What's good, y'all? My name's TR3, and yeah, I'm just keep it simple. Peace, love, and unity. One love.
Thank you, co-host.
Isaias.
And I.
Wait, hold on. Hey, wait. Before we end it, real quick. Hold on. Y'all got something going on tomorrow? So this is kind of big. This is a precursor to what's happening tomorrow. So,
but it's happening tomorrow. But if you guys are watching this, you guys will later find out what it is. But you guys go ahead and say what we're doing tomorrow.
So tomorrow, in Sacramento, we're gonna be a part of the Shimo Media platform. We're gonna do our Shimo Media Cypher. It's gonna be all of us, including yourself, performing a dope cipher, which we're gonna perform. Is going to be on the Shimo Media YouTube page, which you can follow, and it's going to be a great time, man. We got some dope ass bars ready for y'all to hear. I can't wait for you.
We cooked.
We cooked like a motherfucker.
We cooked.
Yeah.
I'm just letting people know I had something to prove. Yeah, on this cipher, I had something to prove.
No,
I had something to prove.
As much as we shit on the other ciphers, he definitely had to do something.
I had something to prove. I did. You know what it was? I'll keep it 1,000,000,000%. I felt the type of way because I was like, I've been coming at the BAS music for so long, and I'm like, these niggas need to know I can rap. Yeah. So this is my opportunity, but
With
I also
that beat, though,
I had a hot take.
I know.
And that's what I'm saying.
It was hard for me to write to that beat. I'm not gonna lie.
And that's why that beat alone,
But
I was like, I had to go crazy.
I got a chance to sneak peek you guys, and you guys actually inspired me to do that.
I can fucking tell.
I would never rap on that beat.
That's what I'm saying. So, but
you
and
definitely
that's the
took
thing.
almost like one bar from everybody and tweaked it for your own shit.
Yeah, she went crazy, bro. And like that beat, that was the thing too, because like that beat, as much as like when he sent it, everybody was like very on the ropes about it, and I'm like, yo. And in my head, I'm thinking like when they punked Ludacris when they gave him that back beat, I'm like, I can
and he
rap on
killed
anything.
that though.
Yeah.
With Meth and Red.
And I was like, yo, I don't
shit.
care. And what's funny is around when that happened, I did a podcast interview, and I like straight up was like, yeah, I feel like sometimes Bay dudes don't punchline, and I was like, bro, that's a heavy statement. So I was like, I have to prove myself. So I was like, I have to prove myself.
That's exactly why.
That's why
my fucking cipher verse is literally just punch after punch after punch.
Yeah.
I'm not here to do nothing else but punch. I don't care if you like my verse or not.
Words.
We all have
I
black
just wanna
guys after that.
So yeah, I was like, I have to show up. If I don't, like, I'm gonna get torched. And even if I do, I'm probably gonna get torched. But I was like, if I said all these wild statements, I'm like, I need to fucking show out. So I was like, fuck it. And I was just doing all this, but knowing I'm terrible at memorizing shit. I'm just like, I fucked up. 2 minutes, I fucked up.
Bro, I'm going 2 minutes.
But everybody has a thing in their verses that I memorized just because, every verse is solid for a demographic.
Yeah.
You with your whole nigga scheme, and now that's the way you like that. Okay, fucking.
You know what's fun? Because I don't curse when I rap.
And
that's why the cipher verse I went crazy. I don't curse. All my albums, I don't curse.
You don't.
I don't curse. So
I don't
that's
even
why I
think
curse
I
so much
cursed.
during the cipher.
I didn't curse. I think I'm the only person not cursing in this.
For me, this asshole, and I say this asshole because this is my sister, and I love her to death. This is family. Like we literally just did a project a month and a half ago. Her stepping her punches up. That fucking it took the word off my soldiers. Now that's moving weight.
But
Like
not
that's
even that,
hard.
like, the time, like when I was like, when me and him talked about it, I'm like, oh man, I feel bad. You know, it's like a one day thing. He's like, yeah, I sent it to her. And it's just like, oh yeah, she sent me a verse. I'm like, what?
And then she flipped name
I know
She had name
you.
flips, bro.
I
Like-
remember. I forgot who said they sent you a verse. You're like, you sent it in an hour.
Oh yeah, I'm like,
I was like, I was like, damn, I'm way behind. I need to hurry up and get.
get her right. Like,
She fucking used name flips.
I know,
out of
and
nowhere.
and that's what I like about her verse, because like I don't know her thought process, but I'm like, she did the incorporating like what we did into it to be like, yeah, this verse is fresh.
And then it's like
That's like a flex to us. Like,
It
yeah,
is.
I just
It's a great
wrote
fucking
this,
start.
and I was just
It's
like,
an introduction to
shit.
everybody.
Exactly.
Yeah, but that's how but that's how that's how I am. When somebody's like, "Yo, we need a feature," I'm like, I just
And
send
then
it
this
back to them.
bastard
Like, yeah.
going in Spanish out of
I
fucking
know.
nowhere.
Oh, I know. That was sick.
And then how and why do you decide to use your literary devices and still have the audacity to drop a message
Yeah.
and still drop a fucking message?
Yeah. But that's the thing with his his verse. I like his
shit's
verse
so
because his
fucking
verse
wild.
dropped a lot of his. Yeah, like you dropped your you gave us an image of what you're from, and I was like
That's why
that
I'm like-
backwards bar.
That's why
and
I'm
shit
glad
like
I'm in the
that.
middle because I'm just here. I am just here
It's gonna be
enjoying my
dope.
time. You said it's a cipher?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll drop a verse. Put me dead center. We're good. I got nothing else to do.
I'm ready.
And every
I'm
time you
ready.
hear Trey's verse, you always pick up something
always
new.
pick up something new, yeah.
Something new. Every time I hear that shit all the time, like, fuck, I didn't catch that the first time. Fuck the fuck. It's fucking nuts. Yeah. You're going to see when you hear it. You
Yeah,
feel me?
it's a good time. We show up, especially for all the stuff that's on that platform.
I was about to say, I'm
This man John though. First off, second, stop. All right, because that wasn't fair. I'm sitting there, I'm listening to the cipher, and I'm like, bro, all right, cool, this is hard. And then the last verse comes on, and then it gets like a minute in, and I'm like, all right, bitch, stop rapping, bro, because now it's not fair no more. I was getting mad, bro.
fuck all y'all, bro, because I'm the only person. I'm the only person that stuck to 16, and I could have kept going. Because when I went to record,
Never.
I was like,
when I went to record,
It's a cipher.
I
I did not use the verse that I wrote for the new beat. I used the verse that we wrote for the old beat. So technically, I got
Hey, but
36 in the chamber.
you had punch after punch after punch.
That
so
don't fucking
that could
matter,
count,
bro.
That could count as a longer verse.
I had 32. I had 32 in the chamber, so I was like,
themes,
okay, it's
history.
mad
I
of
was
us.
like, I'ma
Let
write
me do
my ass
16. Let me keep in the pocket.
Hey, Reckless
Nah,
was like,
fuck
we'll
all y'all,
extend
bro.
the beat. I was like, okay.
That's fine. No, my shit's
So
sweet.
like you were forced to do
My shit's short, sweet, straight to the point. Yeah, you know what I mean,
It's a
every
cipher,
bar
bro.
is a
It's a
fucking
It's a
cipher.
cipher.
It's
We're
a cipher.
showcasing the brand. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna write 16.
Every bar. And then
Yeah.
hold on. And then this asshole
Tell him.
go back, add shit.
Right.
Don't
Oh,
even tell
bro.
me.
You do 16. I went right back the next day. Hey, Chris.
I live an hour away from him.
Fucking 24.
He heard the other 16 I had for this verse. Instead of saying, hey, Angel, bro, I'm about to add more. You want to come through and add more to your shit? He say, no, I'm going to do this shit and let you stuck. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
Love it.
So the fact of the matter is, everybody, stay
Nah, we-
tuned. Stay tuned.
Please do.
Okay, please. Well, I want to thank you guys again for being on this podcast. This is the Artists at Work podcast. You've been listening to NotYaManz. Thank you guys for listening, and peace.
Get it.